set them back 5.
Check 52.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now they try the right side here. He finds an opening past the 40. And a cutback, right sideline. And down to the 29-yard line. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going for it all. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and long. He's going to look deep down the field into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here we go, back. 180!
Now a play fake. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On on 2nd and 7. Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14. On the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 5. Touchdown, 49ers! As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very... And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Escaping the pressure right. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Joseph on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
It's just me and you.
They'll try the left side. It's Jordan, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and 14. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting to set up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers' 49-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming in there now. Hang in there now. He's coming.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Joey Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points. And
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 64 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going no. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On play action, Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On play action, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does, in fact.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A punt return of 65 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Boy, the run on 1st down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Second and 15. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
They're on 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Joey Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language. Hands
on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Kill, kill, kill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Wentz now to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.